Alright, welcome back, guys, and we got ourselves the second half of the second match in the fall late night league challenge or finals. So Aiden and I are stuck right now in a bit of a tough spot. He's trying to break down my Skarmory's physical walling abilities with his poisoned Gyarados, who's just about ready to run out of luck. So Sandstorm's about to buff it and finish him off here as we go on to next round, and he falls in the hole. Bloop, dead. So, defense fan recovers HP via lefties, and now he's back to full strength. Goes out to Togekiss here, which is a smart play due to it's his special attacker. If you have missed the first video, and this is definitely going to draw me away from the match, and I'm going to go to Size because Size is going to eat whatever Togekiss is going to be serving up pretty darn well. So, he goes for a flamethrower. It's a good decent amount of damage on him, but then gets the burn, which is completely a pain in the butt because that means I'm going to have to go to a rest a lot quicker than I wanted to. So, sorry about that. I'm a little bit sick still. Get leftovers damaged and burned, so I'll be taking a little bit of damage each turn to that. He goes for an air slash, looking to flinch hacks with his Spring Grace, which is completely a great strategy against Shuckle. So he gets the first flinch, and the Sandstorm continues to buff at Togekiss. And right now, Shuckle's looking like he's going to run into some problems fending off this Togekiss. But luckily, he's not getting leftover damage. Goes for another air slash here. And it lands. Gets a second flinch, which pretty much cripples Shuckle here, because now he can't move out. He has to stand for another attack. No chance, I don't think, him surviving another one after this burn. So, looks like we're going to be saying farewell to Shuckle thanks to Togekiss and his... No, he hangs on, but flinches a third time in a row. Just devastating. Just devastating to the Shuckle's plans. But, you know, it is the way it is. It's the way Togekiss works. So, no big deal. He dies to burn here. So now I'm thinking about what to go to, and I go to Kama. He's my scarfed Kabutops. Go for the Waterfall just to get the kill, and then Waterfall is a good all-around coverage move instead of going for the Stone Edge, risking the miss and the dying to hacks, or dying to a hacks of a air slash or something. So he goes out to Metagross, and Metagross is pretty bulky in himself, so I withdraw, fearing a Bullet Punch killing me, and I go back to Skarmory just because he's going to eat the Bullet Punch the best. Obviously, he's been doing it all game. But, yeah, it's just rough how cyclical this match has been. At this point, it's going to turn into pretty much who has the bigger will out of the two of us. I roar him away here and bring out Gallade, who's already poisoned. He's going to take some Stealth Rock damage and some poison damage and Sandstorm. So Gallade's going to be wearing down here really quick. But I still got to figure out what I'm going to do with that Metagross. So, get health back, and it looks like he's probably going to just try to get some damage on me because he knows he won't survive another turn in. So he goes for the close combat here, which is a lot more than I expected from Gallade, which, you know, I haven't battled a lot of Gallades or Gallades, whatever. So I roar him away just to keep getting Stealth Rock damage on Metagross, because I know it's going to be important later on in the game. So he comes back in, takes Stealth Rock damage. And here is where it gets pretty epically long. I actually have to edit the video so I can get it done in 2 parts. Not this would be a 3-part video, which would be ridiculous. So I roost here. And upon the roost, he hammer arms because he's slower than me now. And it does a great deal of damage here. Just large amounts, and he's just going to get slower. So every time I roost, he's going to be doing damage to me. So I'll be healing lefties. And it's going to rinse and repeat. I'm going to roost, and he's going to hammer arm for a while. So, yeah, we're going to do a little movie magic and skip ahead here. Oh, and there it was. Now we're back to our game. He hammer arms again, and at this point I stopped roosting. So I believe I ran out of roost, or I had just one left, and I just roared. I just said, "Forget it. We're just gonna roar, get the switch in, and Galad comes out, or Glade, because it's a gal with a blade. I'm assuming. I don't know. Sandstorm buffets and poison hurts, and Glade goes down. So now he's got 2 pokes left. And I know Metagross, but I don't know his last poke yet. So I'm kind of in the dark here, which is dangerous zone for me. And it's a Gengar. He goes to his Gengar. I know that Aiden's a straight attacker. I know this thing's going to attack with a Shadow Ball, but I don't have anything to take a clean hit and come in and hit him and outrun him. So I knew I had to get rid of lose defense fan here, which is, you know, he did his job. He wore down the team. He set him up. And now I'm going to go out to Kama because of his scarf, and he's going to outrun Gengar, which is going to surprise Aiden. So I'm sure he still doesn't know exactly what it is. So go for the scarfed waterfall. It's going to knock him out, and it's going to set up a match of 2 against 1 on Metagross, which is going to be still a tough match to win because I'm going to have just, looks like 1 shot from Kama maybe, and then a shot from Tyranitar. So he goes for a bullet punch. Takes pretty hefty damage here, but doesn't quite KO, which then I learned it was a crit hit, and I was like, man, I could have survived one of those earlier. Taking care of Metagross, no problem here with a couple of waterfalls. But at this point, it's going to be 1-on-1. It's going to be Tyranitar versus Metagross, which normally you give the edge to Metagross here, but with his damage, or because my Tyranitar is burned and his damage, the way it's set up, it's anybody's game here. So here he goes. He bullet punches. I'm just hoping and hoping not for a crit, and hopes that Mrs. T survives. Just 1 bullet punch, and he does. Here comes the flamethrower, and that'll put away the ball game here. And I've tied the series up in the finals, 1-1. And we'll be going to a decisive 3rd match, which I will post here hopefully relatively soon. So, yeah, good luck in the finals, Aiden, and great game. I always enjoy battling you. So, thanks, Aiden, and see you in the last match.